$1 million mansion, a disgraced reality star behind bars, 7 children, and a father-in-law who apparently has more money than we ever imagined. Girl, this story has everything. But first, let me ask you something, and I want you to answer this honestly in the comments below. What would you do if your spouse was sentenced to 12 years in prison? Would you stand by them? Would you take the money and run? Because honey, what Anna Duggar has done is, well, it's complicated. Josh Duggar, former Counting On star, is currently serving a 12-year sentence. Yes, 12 years. And while he's been locked up since May 2022, his wife Anna and their 7 children have been living in what can only be described as a very awkward situation. Here's where it gets interesting though. Anna hasn't been sitting around feeling sorry for herself. Oh no, she's been getting her life together, and apparently, daddy-in-law Jim Bob has been footing some pretty hefty bills. Are you ready for this? Because I'm about to blow your mind. Jim Bob Duggar just dropped a casual $1 million on a house for Anna and her kids. $1 million. We're talking about a 6-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom mansion sitting pretty on 10 acres in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And the kicker? It's only 16 minutes away from the main Duggar compound, according to property records that were dug up by eagle-eyed Duggar fans. And can we just appreciate how dedicated these fans are? Like, they're doing investigative work that would make CNN proud. The purchase went down on April 16th, and James R. Duggar, which is Jim Bob's full legal name, was listed as the representative for the buyer. But here's where this story takes an even more interesting turn. Remember that massive Walmart deal? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because Jim Bob and Michelle just made bank. They sold 16 acres of their Tonatown land to Walmart for a whopping $4.70 million. $4.7 million, people. And apparently, Daddy Jim Bob decided to take a chunk of that money and invest it in his daughter-in-law's future. Now, is that sweet? Suspicious? Strategic? I honestly don't know, but what I do know is that Anna is now living her best life in what can only be described as a dream home. We actually got a sneak peek inside this mansion. Anna, who has been keeping a pretty low profile since Josh's conviction, recently shared some clips on her dog breeding business Instagram account. Yes, you heard that right. She's breeding golden retrievers now. Golden Grove Pups is her new venture, and from what I can see, business is booming. In these Instagram clips, we see Anna's daughters Mariella, who's 5, and little Madison, who's 3, playing with the most adorable golden retriever puppies. The caption read, "Giggles, cuddles, and little paws." These are the sweetest days. And honestly, my heart melted a little bit. But here's what caught my attention, the house. Oh my God, the house. We're talking about this beautiful bedroom with matching twin beds for the girls, separated by the most gorgeous traditional dollhouse. There's this huge window that just floods the room with natural light. And the backyard? Don't even get me started on the backyard. This woman has horses now. Actual horses.
And ducks.
Like, this is full-on homestead living, and I am here for it. Now, let me pause here because I want to address something. I know some of you might be thinking, Julie, why are you being so positive about this? Josh Duggar is a convicted criminal. And you're absolutely right. What Josh did is unforgivable. But here's what I am saying. Anna Duggar is a woman with 7 children, ranging from 15-year-old Mackenzie all the way down to 3-year-old Madison. These kids didn't choose any of this. And honestly, seeing Anna trying to build a stable, beautiful home for them, I can't be mad about that. Speaking of the comments, I'm curious. What do you think about Anna staying married to Josh? Because yes, she's still wearing her wedding ring. She was spotted just last month still rocking that band, and according to sources, she's planning to stay with him even after he gets out. Which brings me to another juicy detail. When Josh is released, which isn't supposed to happen until October 2032, by the way, because his sentence got extended after he was caught with a contraband cell phone in prison, he won't be allowed to live with his children. But here's the kicker. There are several outbuildings on this new property. And according to some sources, there's speculation that Josh might end up living in one of those outbuildings when he's released.
Can you imagine?
This man goes from being a reality TV star to potentially living in a barn. The house details are absolutely insane. When you walk in, you're greeted by gorgeous dark wood floors and this expansive open floor plan that leads to this elegant staircase. The kitchen? It's a chef's dream with state-of-the-art appliances. The main living areas have this sophisticated wood aesthetic, but the bedrooms are carpeted in white, which, brave choice with 7 kids. There's even a large basement for entertainment. This is all sitting on 10 acres of pure privacy. No neighbors peeking over fences, no paparazzi camping out across the street. Just Anna, her 7 kids, some horses, some ducks, and apparently a thriving golden retriever breeding operation. But here's what's really got me thinking. Is this house a blessing or a prison? On one hand, Anna now has financial security. On the other hand, this house was purchased by her father-in-law. She's still tied to the Duggar family financially. She's still just 16 minutes away from the compound. The original show, 19 Kids and Counting, was canceled back in 2015. Then there was a spin-off called Jill and Jessa, Counting On, that ran until 2021, but that got axed too after Josh's arrest. Since then, the adult Duggar children have been finding their own ways to make money. But through it all, Anna has remained loyal to Josh. There was even talk about Anna relocating to Texas to be closer to Josh's prison, but apparently Josh himself was against the idea. He was worried that being away from his family would make it more likely that Anna would eventually leave him. So here's what I want to know from you guys. What do you think Anna should do? Should she divorce Josh? Should she wait for him? Please be respectful in the comments because this is a sensitive topic. If she leaves Josh, she loses the financial support of the Duggar family. She'd be a single mother of 7 with limited work experience. That's terrifying. If she stays with Josh, she's tied forever to a man who committed horrific crimes. That's also terrifying. Maybe this house is about giving her options. Maybe it's about creating a space where she can figure out what comes next without immediate financial worry. Or maybe this is exactly what it looks like, a wealthy patriarch using his money to maintain control. The truth is, we may never know Jim Bob's true motivations. But what we do know is that Anna and her 7 children now have a beautiful, safe place to call home. Before I wrap this up, I want to give a shout out to all the Duggar fans who have been following this story. You guys are doing the real work of keeping us informed. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more celebrity news. I've got so many more stories cooking. Also, I want to hear from you in the comments. What do you think about Anna's situation? Let's have a respectful discussion. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. I post new videos every week, and honestly, the celebrity world never runs out of drama to discuss. Thanks for watching, gorgeous humans. Peace out, and remember, stay curious, stay kind, and stay subscribed.